Filmmaking and corporate videography, same gear, same software, completely different worlds. One driven by story, emotion, and vision. The other driven by business goals, ROI, and client expectations. Which one should you pursue? Let's not get ahead of ourselves and not make any hasty decisions. Let's break them down. Filmmaking is about telling stories, movies, short films, passions. It's art. Usually unpaid or underpaid, but full of creative freedom. Corporate videography is client work. Think ads, testimonials, brand videos, internal training videos. You get to work with businesses, but sometimes you lose that artistic fire. Right now, the global corporate videography market is worth $20 billion and it's growing fast. Everybody wants content, but not everybody wants cinema. I sit right in the center, creating client-focused, results-focused corporate videography work with a cinematic edge. But that's my world. I wanted to talk to two videographers on the opposite ends of the swim lanes, a corporate videographer and a filmmaker. Matthew, what the hell do you even do?
I make videos, dude. It's nice.
You make videos. That's wonderful. What kind of videos?
Typically, the corporate videos are faster to produce, cheaper to produce, and you can produce at scale, at volume.
What does your day-to-day life look like?
Typically, it's sending invoices, things like that. Meetings will typically start around 9 and go until 5, usually, sometimes a little bit after. But on days where there's not meetings, it's going to be, film shoots. Now, whether that's me going out and filming, authority building content for a realtor, or going and doing an interview or an event recap for some golf tournament, it really, I never know what the next week is going to look like.
At the end of the day, I'm a filmmaker. The filmmaking business is really hard to break into. With corporate, you do a job, you get paid. You do a job, you get paid. You do a job, you get paid. And there's definitely, benefit to that. It doesn't really push the creative buttons like feature work does. Narrative feature work, where you're imagining, you're being creative, you have a lot more flexibility, you're not answering to a committee. As a DP, I work very closely with the director. So director is the guy that's a lot of times the writer too. So that, for me, being able to work closely with them and help them realize their vision in an image is, very compelling. You have to do what you have to do in order to do the stuff you love to do.
So yeah, filmmaking lets you pursue your passion. Corporate work lets you pay the rent. So which one do you do? I think the play is shoot like a filmmaker and think like a business. I guess you could say you have to mix art with algorithm.